Greetings, seekers of truth. I'm Dr. Surendra, welcoming you to another journey through the Upanishads. Before we embark on today's profound tale, I offer a humble invitation. Our ancient wisdom teaches that a story heard with full presence carries its light into our lives. So please stay with me until the end. If you feel the pull of eternal understanding and revere the timeless path of our heritage, show your support, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave Om Namah Shivaya in the comments to share your spirit. Let's begin this enlightening story without delay. Story. In a quiet village surrounded by golden fields, there lived a young man named Nachiket. His days were spent tending cattle and helping his father, a respected elder known for grand feasts and offerings. Nachiket was bright, with eyes that sparkled with questions, but his heart grew heavy as he watched his father's lavish displays. One day, during a great sacrifice, his father gave away barren cows and worn goods, calling it generosity. Nachiket saw through the show, hollow gestures cloaked as virtue. Troubled, he approached his father. "What is the truth beyond this?" he asked. His father, irritated, snapped, "To death I give you." Stung but undeterred, Nachiket left the village that night, walking toward the shadowed hills where the river met the unknown. Days passed as he wandered, his sandals wearing thin, until he reached a barren plain. There, a figure emerged, tall, cloaked in black, with eyes like embers. "I am Yam, Lord of Death," the figure said. "Why are you here?" Nachiket stood firm. "My father sent me to you, but I seek the truth. What lies beyond life?" Yam laughed, a sound like distant thunder. "Most beg for wealth or years. You ask for wisdom. Stay 3 nights, and I'll answer." For the first night, Nachiket sat by a fire Yam lit, watching the flames dance. Yam spoke. "Life is a cart rolling downhill. Senses pull, desires steer. Most chase the fleeting." Nachiket thought of his father's gifts, cows that gave no milk, a chase for praise. He nodded, silent as the fire crackled. Yam offered riches, gold, lands, endless days. But Nachiket shook his head. "These fade," he said. "Tell me what lasts." On the second night, they walked a winding path through the plain. Yam pointed to the stars. "Two roads stretch before you, one to pleasure, wide and bright, one to truth, narrow and steep. Choose." Nachiket remembered the village, feasts that fed pride, not souls, and felt the weight of the narrow road. "Truth," he said. Yam smiled faintly. "Then listen. The self within you outlives the body, untouched by fire or time." Nachiket's mind raced. Self beyond skin, beyond death? The third night, they sat beneath a withered tree, its branches bare. Yam unrolled a scroll from the Katha Upanishad. "Read, the wise know the self, eternal, hidden in the cave of the heart. Beyond good and evil, it shines." Nachiket closed his eyes, picturing that cave, a quiet glow within, not swayed by feasts or loss. Yam watched him. "You earned this," he said. "The self is not the cart, not the driver, it's the one who sees." Nachiket felt a stillness settle, a truth deeper than words. At dawn, Yam vanished, leaving Nachiket with the scroll and a mind alight. He returned to the village, his steps sure, his questions sharper. His father met him, softer now, asking where he'd been. With death, Nachiket said, "To find life." He didn't scold or boast, he worked the fields, spoke gently, lived with a quiet fire in his eyes. Years later, as an elder himself, he'd sit by the river, sharing tales of the self with those who would listen. "It's here," he'd say, touching his chest, "beyond all we chase." And the village grew stiller, richer in ways no feast could measure. Life lessons from the story. Nachiket's trek to face death guided by the Katha Upanishad, isn't just a young man's quest. It's a mirror for our own searching. I'm Dr. Surendra, here to unpack these ancient whispers for us. The scroll Yam shared holds truths that pierce through life's noise, offering lessons to carry forward. Let's explore what Nachiket's story reveals, step by step, and see what it lights within us. The first spark is questioning Nachiket's unease with empty acts. His father's grand gifts hid a shallow heart, and Nachiket saw it. The Katha Upanishad honors that clarity, truth begins when we look past the surface. Life can glitter, big shows, loud claims, but feel off. The lesson is discernment, to spot what's hollow, to ask, what's real? It's not rebellion, it's waking up, daring to seek beyond the obvious. Then there's the journey, Nachiket walking into the unknown, facing death itself. The Katha Upanishad says truth isn't handed over, it's earned. He didn't flinch when Yam offered gold, he wanted more. That's courage, not bravado, but resolve. The lesson is steadfastness, choosing the steep path over the easy one, even when it's lonely. It's saying no to fleeting shine for something lasting, no matter the trek. By the fire, Nachiket learned life's pull, senses steer, desires tug. The Katha Upanishad calls it the cart, rushing toward what fades. He saw his father's feasts in that light, feeding ego, not essence. The lesson is awareness, watching what drives us, not just riding along. Desires aren't wrong, but they're not the whole story. Nachiket looked deeper, weakened too, past the chase, to what holds steady. The two roads Yam showed, pleasure or truth, cut to the core. Nachiket chose the narrow one, steep and unglamorous. The Katha Upanishad says most don't, wide paths dazzle, but they end. He picked truth over comfort, eternity over glitter. The lesson is choice. Every day, we face folks, quick fixes or quiet depth. Nachiket's road wasn't easy, but it led somewhere real. Under the tree, the scroll's words bloomed. The self, eternal, shines in the heart. The Katha Upanishad unveils this gem. We're more than flesh, more than deeds. Nachiket glimpsed it, not the doer, not the dreamer, but the seer within. The lesson is identity, stripping away layers to find what's timeless. It's not loud or showy, it's a glow, hidden until we look. Yam's parting gift was that stillness. Nachiket felt it settle. The Katha Upanishad doesn't promise answers on a platter. It offers peace in knowing. He didn't claim mastery, just a spark. The lesson is humility. Truth isn't to hoard or flaunt, but to hold gently. Nachiket saw enough to shift, not solve, and that's plenty. Back in the village, he lived it, worked, spoke, breathed that spark. The Katha Upanishad roots wisdom in life, not above it. He didn't preach or judge, he glowed quietly. The lesson is integration. Truth isn't for retreats. It's for fields, rivers, homes. Nachiket carried the self into his days, making them richer, not separate. His riverside tales, sharing the glow, echo the Katha Upanishad's reach. Truth spreads when lived, not locked away. Nachiket gave it freely, a light for others. The lesson is legacy. Not in monuments, but in ripples. He left the village wiser, not louder, a gift for all who would hear. Modern applications. Nachiket's dance with death, lit by the Katha Upanishad, isn't lost in some ancient village. It's here for us in 2025. I'm Dr. Surendra, weaving these old truths into our now. Nachiket's scroll cuts through our rush, our screens, our chasing, offering ways to live truer, steadier today. Let's take his lessons and root them in our world, moment by moment. That questioning Nachiket had we feel it. Scrolling X, chasing likes, piling up stuff, yet it's not enough. The Katha Upanishad says, look closer. Next time you're restless, job's fine, but you're flat, pause. Ask, what's driving this? Not to quit, but to see. Maybe it's 5 minutes with a journal, digging past the noise. Nachiket questioned. Weekend 2, small steps, big shifts. The journey to Yam, Nachiket's grit, fits our grind. Deadlines, notifications, endless to-dos. We're tired. What if we chose the narrow road? Say you're swamped, skip the easy scroll. Sit quiet instead. The Katha Upanishad says truth takes effort. Try it. 1 hour this week, no distractions, just you and a thought. Nachiket walked to death. You can walk past the shallow. The cart of senses, Nachiket saw it in feasts, we see it in feeds. Ads, trends, FOMO tugging us along. The Katha Upanishad says, watch it. Next time you're hooked, buying, binging, step back. Breathe. What's pulling? Not to stop living, but to steer clearer. Nachiket looked beyond. Weekend 2, past the bus, to what lasts. To roads, pleasure or truth, hit us daily. Doom scrolling's wide and bright, quiet's steep and dim. The Katha Upanishad says, choose. Next argument online, skip the rant, log off. Or at work, chase the race or seek meaning. Try it. 1 choice this week for depth, not flash. Nachiket picked truth. We can lean that way. The self in the heart, Nachiket's glow, is ours too. We are buried in roles, worker, parent, friend. But who's beneath? The Katha Upanishad says, look, sit 5 minutes, eyes closed, feel that quiet core. Not the stress, not the winds, just you. Nachiket found it. We can touch it, daily, simply. That stillness he carried, we need it in 2025. Chaos everywhere, news, noise, rush. The Katha Upanishad says, settle. Next meltdown, phone dings, kids yell, pause. Breathe deep, let it pass. Not fixing, just being. Nachiket sat with death. We can sit with life, a moment's peace, a steady route. Back home, Nachiket lived it. No fanfare, just presence. You can too. Traffic jam? Don't curse, just wait. Boss snaps? Answer calm. The Katha Upanishad isn't for caves, it's for us, here. Next stress, next joy, carry that glow. Nachiket worked his fields. You can work your day, truer, lighter. His riverside sharing, passing the spark, fits our age. Got a nugget here? Spread it, text it, tweet it, say it. Nachiket didn't hoard, we don't need to. So here's the call. Take 1 piece, questioning, stillness, the self, live it this week. Then tell me, comments below, how'd it feel? Subscribe if you're in. More stories, more truth ahead. I'm Dr. Surendra, and ancient wisdom, modern life is ours to grow. Nachiket found the self with death. Where will you find yours? Closing. And so, Nachiket's tale, lit by the Katha Upanishad, comes to rest. I'm Dr. Surendra, thankful you journeyed with me to its end. Our heritage reminds us that truths fully embraced ripple outward, blessing all who share them. If this story stirred your soul and you walk the path of timeless light, please like this video, subscribe, and type Om Namah Shivaya in the comments to join our circle. Until next time, may you seek and shine.